letting my blood flood the land, nurturing the trees that make leaves grow red. When the wind blows, you can feel my ashes. I too was crucified next to Jesus, listening to the laughter of the ethnocentric people and the fascist neo-Nazis with their built-up egos. They mocked my crown as royal as I was, beat me down and stole my self-worth, mocked my country. Oh, Mother Africa, how they belittle you so, making piss pots of the grounds that I would call home. Now they tear apart this man leaving the country rebuilt, reversing the years to the grave of Emmett Till. I can feel the Ku Klux Klan breathing through my windowsill, and they tell me we live in a post-racial society. The election of a black man was done in our hands. If left to the Europeans, he'd still be held captive. Excuse me if I've given up hope. Our education, our political system, our healthcare, our Senate, our nation is pitted against us. What am I to do but look for my long-lost crown and pray that my queendom returns? Aspire that my sons and daughters will assume the royal throne and be the gods and goddesses that once controlled what we own. My palace was dismantled, left to be handled by Republican conquerors covered in their scandals. My sacred land left in shambles. The dust of dollar signs settles on the mound of my dreams, the formed byproduct of their hate-filled schemes. You can't tell me not to be angry. The poison has gone so far as to corrode the minds of my brothers. They chase white women, Chinese women, anything to refuse the memory of black mothers. They turn from tradition and emphasizing on institutionalization, ignoring the truth and running from realizations that they are black men with responsibilities. They are princes, kings, pharaohs, godly beings. They leave the womb, neglecting their destiny from birth, as we queens are left to take care of sick Mother Earth. I'm not generalizing, what you hear is the truth. So many throw away futures to emulate musical tunes. They are pretty boys now, no longer strong men concerned with swag instead of being genuine. They smash, grab, and dash, damaging the image of their queens, yet our goddesses act like the trash on the videos they've seen. What mentality from slavery and civil rights to the passive aggressive prejudice, Obama McCain fights. We're too ignorant to realize the noose on our necks. We're about to be hung, gasping for breath, cast unto death, questions of our intellect, loss of respect, as if we ever had it. Too numb, too dumb, too content to be run by people who consistently plot our demise. Why is my skin color such a burning flame in the white man's eyes? If anything, it should be the diamonds in my crown, the elegance of my smile, the authority in my voice, or strength of my soul. I'm a goddess, a queen, an empress. Now, kiss the feet of your pharaoh.
Bundle of hair. It is a history so deep that you can never compare. See, that's the difference between me and you. The reason you wear Prada or you wear FUBU is something you can't grasp, something more than man. My locks are my locks, and that makes me who I am. Deep is where I'm trying to go. Trying to nourish your mind, body, and soul just like some new growth. Trying to make you more like Dr. King, one who looks at the big picture and not just what's on the big screen, where you can look past the exterior and focus on what's in between, and maybe you'll get to know the real artiste, the one that lies within me. See, I too have a dream to be better than that man. My locks are my locks, and that makes me who I am. They shut you down when you speak from your heart. Unlike that owl, they don't want you to see what's in the dark. You call them dreadlocks, but there's nothing dreadful about mine. But you wouldn't understand because you don't read between the lines. Sneaking to watch uncut, late nights, caught up in these worldly ways. They call it horny, but seem, because it's devilish, but seem to sell it every day. Brothers killing brothers, they don't understand. It falls back to the key source, which is the master plan. So if you feel me, you feel me. No need to scream and shout. Just put your fist in the atmosphere if you know what I'm talking about.
As the wave, not the rain, sweet dance. Souls to save. And if we can get back to the place of worship, everything will be okay. And we'll sing songs of love. And we'll sing songs of love. And we'll sing songs of love. Hallelujah. Glory to
present the way I'm gift rapping. Be careful in my hood because everyone's strapping. I'm not acting, anything can happen. I remember when they tried to break me down and rob me, jump and stop me, but that couldn't stop me. And it's funny how the haters hated on my aspirations. Knowledge is key, very few have had this realization as they continue to stand on the block under observation. The police crooked too persuaded by no one's conversation. Now, the police posted watching the dope spot, and they got nothing to say as long as they get their dope now. Hey, I ain't mad, you know you must respect the hustle. I respect it cause they trying to get up out the hustle, get stronger like muscle, maybe move out to the burbs, cut the grass every Sunday with nobody on the curb. Unlike Fourth Ward, where they leave a body on the curb, where you might just catch a bullet over nothing you deserve.
Or poetry. But I'm noticing it's one of the few true entities to influence me to be better unknowingly. And I know this has helped me to notice me, showing me the crevices of my own soul and the corners in which my quiet questions are kept, where my desire to quest inside of society's lies always slept. As I crept in dark rooms, submerged in thought to urge my own development, yet few view my pictures. Verbal exposures are exposing with pens with no lens could deliver, illustrating our kids evading death for life and making their owners becoming owners once they're grown-ups, because no debt is like. So I sit at desk and write. I might become a threat because I refuse to let my people see death as life. They see everything in opposites. The negative is respected, and not being impregnated by 17 is celebrated. They think they're being optimist. Well, I opt to miss that quatrain of thought. I always caught the one northbound toward enlightenment, but it seems I have to drag people kicking and biting, but I'm Mike Tyson fighting free verse writing. I love yous, act as the glove use. I wrap around my knuckles to boost the abrupt use of your mental muscles. I pencil hustle these notes with a motive that might untie the ropes from around my people's throats and runs dry their attempts to keep us on roofs and in boats. I've had it so. I chew magnets and through statements spew the fragments to attract the masses who oppose what I wrote about the madness. Call me a maverick, handpicked by God to even out the odds. My supposed dormant people versus the supposed important people whose ancestors stole and sorted people. So they're the descendants of assorted people who made a gamble of our lives. Well, I refuse to be one more bid people. We can't afford it, and I refuse to record this and be peaceful. So I record this in each piece full of reminders that they want to keep minds feeble and make us perceive the signs as equal. But I'm not fully free yet. My media-contrived mental confines are not fully free yet. But God is pulling me up each step to be prepped for each death, mental and material. So I speak in deep breaths that manifest themselves as poetry and can refresh spoken word totally. Sometimes I say I'm off on a tangent, but just listen and watch me and jam it, and you'll see that I'm simply a manic who can't manage until the world sees it's damaged, and I got nails and hammers to repair it. Excuse my venting, but I want to grip soul so hard I leave a handprint of bending current ideals. I feel like me thinking and writing is as dangerous as drinking and driving. Because mentally, I have the propensity to change lives and the tendency to cause people to see their old selves dying. At first, the poetry for me was medicinal, but it seems I'll have to add a judicial branch and dibble in political pontifications. Let my alliterations get a little literal and teach teens how to read between the lines, teaching them how to be visual and liberals. The same way a hunter taught me how to hit to kill minstrel mentalities with lyrical pistols. Now I'm a wizard with words and a proverbial pro with verbs, and so it hurts to see my people rendered as slow learners and listeners when they could be medical practitioners, labeled as disturbed and later turned into prisoners instead of the ones defending them. No one's commending them, condemning them to the lower rungs of society, commissioning them to play charades in the shade. They can't bask in the sun. And in every prayer I'm asking the sun how to move my people past a flask and a blunt. He said, remain steadfast and they shall overcome what they underwent. But it's not easy like Sunday morning, the Crescent City, or a summer wind. It takes more than just numbing pens or stands behind mic stands. It takes never being truant with truth. To wear your words like tunics or bulletproof vests, and each word attests to not having to put bullets through chest in order to command respect. But it's hard to get people to come and respect things said that don't glorify leaving things dead because they are fed with the words of the irresponsible. Okay. speech is irresponsible. I want ears to respond to me, attempting to retract what some media and snap trap rap relays irresponsibly. I was sworn to open up doors like those who swung before me, more than those who hung for me. I was meant to shed light, like my mother is the morning. But the center was growing in the middle of, I was born in the center of morning. Ironically, his death made me, and these occupants of the page persuade me to take lead and change people and the way that they read, damn, and they breathe. Spoken word of poetry, label this whichever will help people to get better, get free, and stay free, hopefully.
Never been no sane shit, conceived in an asylum. I'll never know what sane is. My legend's written on the wall. You can run and ask the caveman, a Geico. You snakes and lizards gonna want insurance for this micro. Because of the way that a cyclone goes sideways when the sage lit with this right blow. Super loose on that tightrope. Blind blue hair, white hoe. On that beat, I'm so no shit. Got dick to the hands of my mantelpiece. Ah!
Okay.
Fuck it up. Somebody take it. Try to pick it up. Put it in. It's my turn. Rip, I'm Jack. I'm in my bag. I'm pumped up. No Mossberg. My Lexus make a wide turn. My beat bang. My stage lay. My city on. I'm faded. And I grab my lay from the Matrix. All black coat and dark shades. Adjusting to these dark days. My place is a dark space. And I'm in this Isaac Clarke face. Guess I'm in this Tony Stark face. My light shine and my chest glow. I park the truck and then armor up. And I Iron Man your best of.
I said a baby Colombian, so I'm higher. Washed up niggas, I will tumble you. Double dryer, cause I gargle gumbo and spit jambalaya. See, I'm fresh up out the kitchen with that Richard Pryor. See, yeah, I keep it stumble, grumble, quiet, holler. Prior to me getting money, I was getting money. See, every time I hit a pit, I bungee like a spongy. I ain't playing like Tony Dungy. Saying all y'all lives just as lunch meat to the hungry. You better watch your pot roast when among me. I'm nothing like something like running through a field of blazing pistols with a fucking knife. I'm fresh to death, she need a fucking life. She say a man wrong, so she gon' fuck me right. I'm like fucking right. I got my 2 shooters, that mean I'm busting twice. Bang, bang.
I quit.
On that body, nothing's ever stopping me from getting better. Oh yes, I do rock. So just say the small talk. But this dude here, we fucks with the uppercase letters. My rhymes are so retarded and my rhymes are so ludicrous. To the point in rap was school, I never would be studious. 9 times out of 10, yes, I will not stop until I get more buzzes than sounds of alarm clocks. On lyric cow high like the voice of Eddie Rippleton. So dope, the crackers on the street get envious. Oh my flow is so bad, boy. You can say that I was trying to be on my Diddy shit. This stuff is lyrical, nothing less than the best. I had to tell you that I signed one of these forehead. A rock rapper and I'm still from the south. My voice is golden like a nigga with a grill in his mouth.